Hey, it's Jeff backstage at WayBack Pointfest in freaking living color. Look at those guys. They're right there. Thank you guys for taking the time to do this. Much appreciated. Let's get this out of the way. I have an amazing story about, and I just told this on the show. I do the morning show. I'm part of the morning show on The Point. A million years ago when you guys were on a tour opening with Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Or for Rolling Stones, whatever. Are they closed for you guys is the way I look at it. You guys did the stop at Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
Yes.
1990, whatever it was, or 80, whatever
89.
it was.
It was
89. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm 52. I'm right there. Okay.
Right.
So my dad was a huge fan of the Rolling Stones. Right. Not in great health at the time. Wasn't walking very well. So I drove him because I'm a fan of you guys, and I was a fan of Rolling Stones because I had to be. And we roll up in his truck, and I let him out at the curb so he can walk in and find his seats. Right. And while I park his truck, he gets out. You guys are already on. And he goes, "What the hell is that god-awful noise like that?" And I was like, "Dad, that's the opening band. It's Living Colour. That's the band I was telling you about." He walks in, and I park the truck, and by the time he is this, like this. Rocking out. The dude would be 70-something right now if he was still with us, and he found dudes that he graduated high school with, and the last time he saw those people, they were listening to the Rolling Stones, smoking pot, and that's what they were doing.
Wow.
So because of you guys, I had this amazing moment with my dad. So thank you very much. So that leads me into, and I think maybe that's part of the answer, but why you guys are still doing this. After all of these years, all of the success, all of the touring, all of that, what keeps you guys like driving to do this?
We're trying to get it right at some point, basically.
Are you kidding me?
It's funny. It's a great question. I mean, part of it is, the conversation we started back in the 80s, late 80s. A lot of things that we were talking about through the 90s, a lot of those things haven't gone passe. Like a lot of the songs we, like we're living with the cult of personality right now.
Right.
And we're still living with things like Funny Vibe, and we're still living with things like Open Letter to a Landlord. And a lot of things that like a song like Time's Up is even more relevant. It was really odd. We were kind of doing our little homage to the Bad Brains.
Right.
And Corey come up with these lyrics, and the lyrics are all about the environment. And it seemed really an odd choice at the time, but it's like incredibly in sync with what's happening now. So a lot of what has kept us together is the fact that the things we talked about are still relevant.
And it's great that you say that, because a couple of years ago, 311 was here, and in these very chairs, and I was talking with them about, and I followed them since record number one. And they said one of the things that drives them is the fact that music that they put out 20 years ago is even more relevant now than it was back then. For them, it's the legalization of marijuana and the therapeutics of marijuana, which is, my God, that's like story number one almost now. So that's got to be part of that. Now, and the other thing is, one of the guys that's on the show with me is a musician. He actually plays with Goldfinger. He's playing with them tonight. And he obviously knew about you guys, know the radio songs, that sort of thing. Never seen you guys, so I pulled up on YouTube when you guys were on Arsenio Hall. and he's a bass player and a guitar player, and he's, oh my God, that guy is shredding. Oh my gosh. So this guy's 37, 38 years old, never seen you, and cannot wait to see you guys play. That's got to be part of the drive, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Totally. I mean, we the way that we play and why we play, I don't think is as important as that we play. I think we have a charge to have something to say. We observe the world in a particular way, and I think it's unique in a musical space. And we have to. I'm talking without a microphone.
That's okay. I know you're not comfortable with a microphone or anything. It's okay. It's new to you.
But I think that as long as we have something to say, I think we're going to try to say it as musically as we possibly can.
Do you guys still get the nerves at all? The good nerves right before you head out on stage?
Yeah, always. And while I'm on stage sometimes too.
While you're on stage too. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, this is freaking Living Colour, and I know this is short and sweet, but thank you very, very, very much for coming in and saying hello. And so many fans that have seen you guys a bunch of times are out there.
Yeah.
Because I brought a bunch of them.
The three of us, we were at the hotel, and some guy walks by with a Living Colour t-shirt on. Like, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is so cool. You guys are so hip. Thank you so much for being here. We super appreciate it. Great success from here and on out. Living Color, guys.
Thank you.